Well, good morning. It's Tuesday. Aren't you glad you check in here so you know what day it is? I mean, you wouldn't know that it was Tuesday if you didn't listen to me in the morning. Oh, man. Well, what's going on? A lot of stuff going on in the world, and some people don't want to look at it. And that's okay. That's fine, because you can do whatever you want. That's the truth. I don't think that people should force me to believe in their thoughts. I don't like that. That's not freedom. But I did post a picture of a bunch of people on the beach with their head in the sand, because I think, from what I hear from other people telling me, maybe I should just stop doing this, or stop trying to save the world and go back to drumming and forget everything, and in 4 years it'll be over. And I'm not one to do that. I'm not one to just give up on what I think is one of the biggest problems we're facing in our lifetime. But just sitting back and not doing anything is exactly what they want to happen. They want us to give up because we've been beaten down so bad, and we've been confused so bad and led astray, and we just can't believe what's happening, so they're hoping that we just give up. And if we do, if you can't see the consequences, I can't explain them to you. Hopefully you can see what's going on in the world. I'm still, people think that just because I post what I post and I say what I say and I try to share what I think is pertinent information to what's going on, it doesn't mean I'm totally, that's my life, and I'm so wrapped up in it that every moment of every day I'm into all this stuff. It's not. It's just a small little portion of what I post on Facebook. And if you are my friend, or you're on my social media, you realize that it's only a few of those things that I post, and the rest of it is about my podcast and my book and other crazy stuff. But good morning, Susan. But I post stuff. I mean, because I want people to do their own research. I mean, the biggest thing out of all the crap that I post, the biggest point I hope I get across is for you to do your own research and do what works for you. Whether it's the vaccine, whether it's political, whether it's whatever it is, anything in your life, do your own research, and don't just take people at their word. You can't do that anymore. So I totally encourage people to do their own research and follow their heart, because it's your life. So why live it under somebody else's terms? It's that simple. I can't bring myself. People say that I defy authority. I don't think I defy authority. I just don't like it. I like to be in charge. But if you don't live by your means, and you live under someone else's means, or you're forced to do something that you don't think is right. Oh, we got these people letting everybody out. If you're forced to do something that you don't agree with, whether it's against your religion or against your thoughts or against your way of life, and you're forced to do it in order to participate in life, where do you draw that line? Where do you draw the line of doing something you don't want to do, or you're dead set against, just in order to go out in public or spend time with your family, or the fact that we're being forced into a situation that is unconstitutional is mind-blowing to me. But I keep talking about it because people still don't get it. And I still have people saying that I should just go back to drumming. Just shut up, Nat, and go back to doing your drumming. You're not going to save the world, so why try? Well, with that attitude, nothing would change. Just think if people said that in the past. Well, we don't have any light, so there's no electricity, so there's no need to try. There's no whatever, and you just no need to try to do anything new. Just go ahead and just put your head in the sand and go along for the ride, and it'll be over soon. It's like, what is this, an execution? But I really, it bothers me to see people not thinking for themselves. It doesn't bother me that they don't think like me. That's fine, because God knows I don't want people thinking like me. But it bothers me that they're not thinking for themselves. And I talk about that a lot on my podcast, because people are like, oh, you made me so happy. And I always respond with, no, I didn't make you happy. I said the words that opened up your heart and your mind so you could find your own happiness, because you're not living my happiness, you're living your own. And so if you're not living your life, if you're living somebody else's life, if you're living a life that has been dictated to you and forced on you, and you feel that you don't have any control and you have to do what you're told, then it's really not your life, is it? And what fun is that? Why even bother to live if you can't live your life your way? Just to exist? I don't think we were put here on this planet to just exist at all. I think there's way more to human beings and this physical presence that we have on this planet for this short amount of time. I think there's way more to it than just getting up every day, going to work, paying your bills, and following the rules and doing what you're told and then dying. I don't think that's what life is supposed to be. And mine isn't going to be that. Mine has not been that. Mine has been an adventure, and I could die tomorrow and be totally content and have no regrets in life. And I don't know how many people can say that, but I don't have any regrets. Even the stupid things I've done, they've given me good stories. But I don't regret anything I've done in the past. And if I've done something bad that I did regret, I came to terms with it and I moved on, because it is the past. Maybe it was a bad decision, but it's okay. But the fact that people are okay now not making their own decisions. People are okay being told what to do because it's easier. It's easier if I just do what they tell me instead of bucking the system. It's easier if I just let Alexa tell me the weather instead of looking it up. It's easier if the artificial intelligence that I have does all my scheduling or does all this. It's easier. And the more and more and more we release our power to our own life, the less and less power we're going to have over it. Rick Morales, my brother, what's up? And it just bugs me that people don't think for themselves, and they're okay with, oh, in 4 years it'll be over. Let's just get through these 4 years. Just think about this for a second. If we just sit back for 4 years until this is over, look what's happened in the first 6 to 8 weeks. Just take a really long, hard look at what has happened in the first 6 to 8 weeks of the Biden-Harris presidency. Just look at that. And if we sit back and wait for 4 freaking years, there's not going to be anything left. There will be no choice. We'll be told what to do. And if you think it's not going to happen, it's already happening. It's already, look, go outside. Everybody's wearing a mask. Go outside. Everybody's telling you have to get a vaccine in order to survive and to get through this. But if you do get a vaccine, you can hang out with people with your mask off. But wait, nope, there's a new strain. You have to put your mask back on. The yo-yo effect and the moving of the goalposts is proof that this is an agenda and it's not based on science. And if you don't think so, well, that's okay. That's your prerogative. But I am not going to just go along for the ping pong ride and be told what to do just on a whim. I'm not going to do that. I refuse to do it. It might cause problems with people, but that's too bad. That's something they have to deal with. I'm okay with where I'm at. I'm okay with my health. I'm okay with living my lifestyle the way I want to live it. And if you don't live it the way you want to live, I've said it earlier, you're not living your life. You're living somebody else's. And to me, when you tell someone what to do, when you tell someone how to live, when you tell someone what their freedoms are, when you tell them what they can eat, when you take away all their opportunities to work and you're forced to do exactly what you said, it's one of two things to me. You're either a prisoner or a slave. What else is there? You're not a free American at that point, are you? If you don't have any freedom of choice, you speak your mind, your YouTube or your Facebook or your Twitter or your social media gets shut down, you speak your mind again, they come to your house, and it's already happening. They're seeking you out. If you speak out against someone on Twitter, it's already happened to somebody where they showed up at his house and he was an anonymous poster. So they know what you're doing, they're finding out, and they will come for you eventually. And if you think I'm just crazy, and just wait. I'm going to leave all these posts up there for a couple years until they all come true. Then I'm going to repost them. But I just want people, the main thing is I just want you to think for yourself and do your own research and be happy and content with where your life is and how you're living, and you're confident that you're making the choices for your own life, not making a choice because it's the easy way out and because you don't want conflict and because you don't want to go against Big Brother and you just want to do what you're told, like a slave or like a prisoner. Because the way things are going, it's not looking good, and I am not going to sit by for another 4 years and just wait for it to happen. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do whatever I can to share the knowledge that the information I come across, and let you make your own decisions. And once I do that, you'll have the opportunity to choose for yourself what you wish to believe. And that right there is freedom. The freedom to choose what you want to believe and how you want to live and what you want to put into your body. It's your right as a human being. And if that gets taken away, what do you have left? What do you have left? Just existing in someone else's shell and following the strict guidelines of how they want the human race to be. And I am not going to do that. Sorry. I'm not. And I will continue to share my positivity. And people say, oh, you're so negative. Why you talk bad about what's going on in the world and all this stuff? You're supposed to be Mr. Positive. Well, I am positive, and I'm trying to share information. I'm trying to tell you to get your own information and do your own research. And that's a positive thing. That is not a negative thing. When you turn information against me, when you say just the fact that you don't agree with the mainstream and you don't agree with what other people are saying, you're negative. You're a problem. You're supposed to be Mr. Positive. Just stop doing that and go back to playing your drums. Well, that's bullshit, okay? Because there's more to me than just playing drums. That's what I do. I play drums. I also sing. I also build things. I also work. I also a graphic designer. I'm also a studio musician. I'm a lot of different things. So when somebody pipes up and says, just shut up and go play your drums, you're already part of the problem. You're already part of the problem because you're already conditioned to do what you're told without explanation, without a reason. Just do it because we told you to do it. Right? Thanks, Ricky. The system is definitely broken. It has been broken for hundreds of years. And the fact that it's being exposed, maybe it's not getting fixed right now, but it is getting exposed. And it is so bizarre and so hard to believe that people refuse to believe it now. They refuse to believe the insane. And I'm sure that when Ben Franklin introduced electricity, people thought it was evil. They probably thought, oh, that can't be. There's no way you can make something light without fire. Or when somebody, when Alexander Graham Bell invented the phone and people, they had a phone conversation through a wire, they probably thought that's impossible before that. There's no way you can talk to somebody unless they're in the room. And then when it happened, then he was no longer a conspiracy theorist. And look at Tesla making energy from nothing. And getting shut down, and all the people, and the person who invented a car that runs off of water, where is he? He's dead, mysteriously, because it doesn't go along with the narrative of big tech and government. So if you think we're not being controlled and manipulated into a way of life and into their little mold, into what they want people to be, then you're not paying attention. And if I can get one person to open up their mind and their eyes and pay attention and do their own research and come to their conclusion, whether your conclusion is they're all crazy and they're trying to manipulate us, or I believe everything that's being told to me 100%. Whatever your conclusion is correct. It's right. And that's all I want. I want you to be happy with your decision and content with your life, because then if you are free to make your own choices and make your own decisions, then you are living your correct life. And there is no right or wrong when it comes to that. It's what's right for you. And I say that all the time. That's why I tell people with my podcast, I'm helping you to find your inner happiness. I'm not telling you how to be happy. I can't do that. I can suggest things, but I can't. Hey, thanks, Rick. But I can't tell you how to live. I can't tell you how to think. I can't tell you what to believe in. I can tell you what I believe in and what I think, and it works for me. But you take what you want and you discard the rest and you live your best life. And that's what it's all about, is to live your best life. And If you're not doing that, well, shame on you. So, an extra long one this morning because it was traffic. I like that. And it was just something I feel I had to say, and I say it a lot. And for someone to tell me that I need to pipe down and be quiet and get back to drumming and not speak about this and just wait for another 4 years and everything will be okay. I don't give into that, and I think it is the most ridiculous statement that anyone has ever said to anybody, to me anyway. Just quit having your opinion and put your head in the sand and go along for the ride and go play your drums and shut up. Not gonna fucking happen, I tell you. That's it. Have a fantastic day. I think we can all do a little bit better. I think we can all do a lot of it better. I'll talk to you later.